What's up, YouTube? It's Bullseye Nate 231, and it is trash night, and so we're gonna go out and see if we can't find some more awesome trash finds. So y'all stay tuned. I hope y'all enjoy this video. Alright, we got a lot of stuff right here. Step out and see what we got. Little end table. Interesting. A little jewelry box. I'm gonna take that, put that over. Some kind of bike pump. Tape stick to it. Oh, this is like a foot pump. It's kind of cool. Let me take that. Couple of pump sprayers right there. Let me get this little jewelry box. Alright, so I got a couple things there. It's a pretty big pile. I really could have dug. Some of the stuff stunk a little bit. But I wound up getting like a little jewelry box. And I also picked up, after I turned off the camera, I went over to the other side of the pile, and there was a pull-up bar like you put on a door frame. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, there was a lot of stuff there. I grabbed a couple of little basic things. That bike pump was pretty cool, so we'll get that in the light and show y'all when we get done with this trash run. But let's see if we can keep going and see if we can find some more good stuff. This big pile up here on the right, it's all just boxes. We're gonna pass on that, so we'll see what we can find. So there's a big pile up here on the right. It looks like, doesn't look like much. Let me try and see if I can see without getting out. I might have to get out to look at what all that is. It's maybe a golf bag. Check it out real quick. A golf bag. That was just a lot of junk. Golf bag. They had like a leather case. I don't really even know what it was. It wasn't a briefcase. It was kind of like one of them things you hold your suits in. But it wasn't a whole lot. Everything was really old. They may have gotten a new golf bag, but you know, if the golf clubs would have been in there, I maybe would have grabbed it. See if I could sell it. You know, all that good stuff. So we're going to continue on, but tonight is hopeful. I've seen two pretty big piles already, and we just started. So let's see how this goes. So right here we got some patio furniture. I'm going to pass on that, but it actually looks like it's not in too bad a shape. But it might be tough to sell that because it's winter right now. If it was more of like springtime, I maybe would grab that because people are going to be looking for things for their outdoors. But because it's winter, nobody's really looking to buy patio furniture right now. So we're going to keep on rolling. But that was a pretty nice little patio furniture set. So yeah, so it looks like there's a lot of pretty good stuff out tonight. A lot of trash piles, which is good. So we're gonna keep on rolling. One of the things about trash finds is you never know what you're gonna come across or what you're gonna find. Oh, here comes a pile up right here. Oh, look at this. It's a table saw. Oh, sweet, a table saw. I'm gonna grab that. Sweet. So check this out, guys. We got a Task Force table saw. Pretty cool. We're gonna put this one in the car. Like I said, you never know what you're gonna find. So got myself a table saw. I'm gonna assume it might work. They had a dishwasher out as well, so maybe they're just remodeling the house and they wanted, that saw is old, and they wanted to get a new one, so it's possible that there's nothing wrong with that saw and it works just fine. But we'll see, and hopefully it works. So that'll be a really cool find if everything checks out. Maybe the switch is broke, but we'll look into it. All right, guys, so you see this car in my rear view mirror? I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can see the taillights. I've passed him 3 times. So, you know, when I'm trash hunting, you know, I don't want people to think that I'm following them and stuff. So I actually changed the route. I went a street ahead of them, and when I went a street ahead of them, they were on the street before, because I didn't want it to be like I was following them. So when I just went on this street ahead of them is when I found the table saw. So if I stayed behind that car, they would have gotten to the table saw before me. I'm pretty sure they're most likely trash hunting, because like I said, I've seen them 3 times, and at one point I was kind of following them because I got stuck behind them. So me going forward and going to the next street actually enabled me to grab that table saw before they did. So we got something up here. They actually just came from this way, so I'm guessing that's why maybe they were taking so long. That's a particle board shelf. We're not interested in that. Normally I don't pick up any type of furniture unless it's real wood, antique looking, or, you know, something that I can do something with, flip real quick, you know, on Craigslist or something like that. But anyway, so we're going to continue on, and hopefully we don't see much more competition out here tonight, but we scored the table saw before they got to it, so that's always good. Anyway, let's see what else we can find. You know, guys, it's really crazy. So, like, the beauty of trash hunting is, like, you literally have no idea what you're going to find. So, like, first off, right off the bat, I mean, I pull onto this street, there's a big, huge pile of trash, and I find this bike pump. Like, I've never even seen a bike pump like that before. It's like one you hook up and you pump it with your foot. You know, it's really cool. But the reason I figured out it was a bike pump is because I noticed it said Bell on it, which is a big bike brand for like inner tubes and tires and seats and things like that. So I'm like, oh, well, Bell, it's got to be for your bike. And then I put 2 and 2 together. Oh, it's a bike pump. But then I'm driving, and then there's this huge table saw sitting on side the road, and, you know, I'm pretty stoked about the table saw. That's a really cool find, and so I'm really excited. I'm getting kind of antsy. I really wouldn't want to know if it works. So be sure and watch to the end of the video, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you everything that I found all in one big pile, a big bundle, and then I'm gonna plug in the table saw, and together we're gonna find out if this sucker works or not. So literally, I'm not plugging it in. I'm not gonna try it. Literally, the first time I find out if it's working in working condition or not is gonna be when I plug it in on camera. So be sure to stay tuned through the end of the video for when we test out that table saw. Right, so we got a moving truck here in this driveway. I found a couple of things here in the past. Looks like they're just cleaning out their garage. So not much there, but I got a couple of things there over the past, I guess, week or 2 weeks. They've been just throwing stuff out, and so there was huge piles of stuff. A lot of stuff was in bags and things like that, so I didn't dig through a lot of it. But I did grab a couple of things off that pile a few times, so I was hopeful for tonight. It looks like it's mostly stuff from their garage, like paint and just leftover things like that. So we're going to keep on trucking and see what else we can find right here. So we got another moving truck here. There's a bunch of stuff out on the curb here. It's all boxes and junk, but there was some box spring and some beds and things like that, but I'm not really looking for anything like that. But I mean, anytime you see moving trucks and things like that, a lot of times when people are moving, they're trying to get out, they don't have time to deal with stuff, they wind up just throwing stuff away because they don't have room or don't have time to go through it all. So a lot of times that's how you can score big, is when people are moving out. So that's the second actually U-Haul I saw in this subdivision tonight. So but we're gonna keep on going. We'll hopefully find something else. It's gonna be hard to top the table saw, but I'm hopeful, and you never know. So keep your eyes peeled. Here we go. All right, so right up here, when I make this turn, this is the house that they're redoing, that has the big dumpster out front that I took a look in last time. It's overflowing now. And I actually grabbed a couple of bottles. I scored a few things from here last time, but which there's not a whole lot. Actually, the trash guy didn't pick up any of this from last off. It's all the same stuff. But Christmas tree. Anyway, this is where I scored the glass bottles. If you've seen my last trash find video, you saw the bottles that I chose not to grab the jars and the bottles or whatever. And then I winded up going back and picking them up. Well, the friend that I told you about, I mentioned in the video, might know something about these bottles. I actually sold him the whole set of bottles for 20 bucks. So literally I had 2 glass Mrs. Butterworth's bottles, a random bottle shaped like a guitar, which actually was really cool, and I looked that one up. It was going for like 32 bucks on eBay. It's some kind of rare vintage bottle, I don't know. So anyway, I wound up selling it, and then there was this other thing, two other jars. One of them said Trademark Economy or something like that, and then another jar with one of those pop tops that's sealed with the metal clip on it. So they were really old, you know, probably 1950s, maybe older. And I mean, this guy has tons of bottles. He has a bottle collection. He said he wanted them, so I gave them to him, and he gave me 20 bucks. So anyway, here's some furniture. That's gonna be all particle board. None of that's real wood, so we're not going to mess with that. If that was a real wooden dresser, I maybe would grab it if it was in good shape. I actually grabbed a real wooden dresser and sold it for like 200 bucks. I literally went to Home Depot and changed the knobs. The knob, it was missing 4 knobs on it. It was a big stand-up one, and you know, I wound up selling it. And so I literally went to Home Depot, got stainless steel knobs for the whole thing. Cost me 28 bucks for stainless steel knobs for that, but then I sold it for 200 bucks. So, you know, I made $180 profit. You know, I mean, I'm happy. I picked it up in the trash. You know, a little bit of time to go to Home Depot and change the knobs with literally a Phillips head screwdriver. So you got to keep your eyes open with stuff like that. But particle board, that stuff doesn't really sell. If it's something small, maybe a nice little shelf, you might get a couple bucks for it, but I mean, it's not really worth my time. What's this here? Looks like, oh, that's a mirror. I maybe could sell that. It looks like it goes on the end of a dresser. So I'm gonna pass on that. If the dresser was out there as well, the matching dresser, maybe we'd go for it. But so let's see what else we can find. Alright guys, so we're probably going to take it back to the house and we'll get everything out. I got a couple of streets left here, but it's going to go by real quick. So we're going to get to the house, get everything out. I'll get everything in the light, and we're going to test that table saw, so that's going to be an interesting experience. So like I said, up there's a lamp. There's a couple of streets I'm going to make run down real quick, and then we're going to go ahead and go to it. What that is, some kind of gate or cage, maybe for a dog or something. But anyway, so we will be here at the house in just a second, and we'll see what we got. Alright guys, we're back here at the house. I got everything in the light so we can see. So we're just going to walk through everything. We're going to make this quick. It's 34 degrees out here tonight, so it's pretty cool. And I'm in shorts. So, anyway, this is a skill saw, circular saw. Just sitting on top of one of the trash piles. When I stopped, I turned off the camera, turned around and looked. There's this sitting on top of the garbage, so I went ahead and grabbed it. It's possible that it works. We'll try it out and see. So, first thing, as soon as I started, I pulled up. There was this big, huge trash pile. There's this little jewelry box there. It's kind of cool. It actually looks kind of modern with the, you know, the white, but it's like, you know, kind of messed up, but that's like supposed to be there type thing. So it's kind of modern looking. I probably can sell that for like 15 or 20 bucks. It's real wood. Again, like I said, I always go for the real wood stuff. If it's particle board, I don't even mess with it. This is a pull-up bar. So this is I'm not sure how much this one costs. These can be anywhere from like 20 to 40 bucks. If this is like a $40 one, I could probably get like 20 bucks for it, because it's January and everybody's trying to get fit for 2018. New Year's resolution time. So anyway, this is a pretty cool find. This is a Bell. I think this is like a foot pump. So you would put it on the ground and attach your stem for your bike tire, and it's got a little gauge right here. It tells you how much pressure, and then you pump it with your foot and you watch the pressure go up. So I would assume it works. The action's still good on it. It sounds like it's pumping air, but we'll see. I'll put it on a bike tire and check it out. So it was just in the pile. It's actually in really good shape, probably garage kept. So I would assume there's not really anything wrong with it. All right, guys, this is the big score. It's a Task Force table saw. Okay. I don't really know much about Task Force, but the only thing it's missing is the little guide you can push stuff through, which you could just use a piece of wood anyway, and then the little guide that clamps on here. Now you can buy these are pretty generic. Like you can buy one that sits in the groove and clamps on. Still got the measurements here on the label. Some of them are peeling off a little bit, but overall it looks like it's in really good shape. A lot of times what happens with these is they get really shaky. This one is solid as a rock. Literally, I mean, it's going nowhere. So that's a good quality for it. It's a plus that it's not breaking down. Somebody might have put some custom bolts on it. Looks like maybe over the years. But so we're gonna actually plug this sucker in right now and see if it works. All right, guys, I got the flash on so you can see. This is literally how cold it is out here tonight. That's my breath. You can see my breath. So yeah, it's pretty cold out here tonight, and again, I'm in shorts. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and plug this in right here in the plug. I hope y'all are getting excited, guys, because the plug is bent. See how it's bent? Can't get it. And my hands are cold. It's hard to on this thing. Here we go. Closer here. So plug it in. Hopefully don't blow a breaker or anything. Who knows why they threw it out. Alright. So, got it plugged in. Alright, guys, this is it. Here we go. That is a beautiful sound, guys. The saw runs fine. That's crazy. This is why I love trash hunting. You never know what you're gonna find. I did not think when I set out tonight that I was gonna come home with a Task Force table saw. Literally, this sucker fired right up, no problem. The crank works, the blade moves up and down. This is an older saw. Just by looking at it, I can tell. Actually, looks like it might even have a DeWalt blade on it. You see that yellow? A lot of times, DeWalt. That's a DeWalt. So I mean, that's an expensive blade. I mean, this is a really cool find. Even if I don't keep it, I have a table saw, but I mean, hey, I got two now. You know, it's a 10-inch. So this is really cool. This is a really awesome score. The fact that it even works is just awesome. So this is really cool. I'm excited. Table saw, thumbs up. Give me a like on this sucker. I hope that you enjoyed this video. It was entertaining. I hope that you are excited as I am that this table saw actually works after the compressor incident. If you haven't watched my previous trash finds videos, have one where I do the same type of thing. I plug it in, flip the switch. Oh, it didn't work. But this makes up for it. The table saw works. Table saw is a go. So please like, rate this video, and comment if you have any comments or questions or whatever. If you can think of something, maybe if you know something about Task Force and the tools that they make. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, y'all. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy trash hunting.